The weekend after Thanksgiving is typically huge for films that are brand new and or in their second or third weekend. But just like Black Friday this year, nobody was showing up and nobody was interested in anything. So let's talk about the media, what's being said about this weekend's box office, and somehow how Variety can state that Napoleon is a huge success, but point out that it's a flop. All that and more in this week's Box Office Watch. So typically across Thanksgiving, there's always a good amount of films that make a pretty substantial amount of money at the box office. This weekend, we were looking at what was supposed to be somewhat impressive. Napoleon was supposed to come out swinging and set the world ablaze with an estimated 125 million global take. Somewhere in there, Wish was supposed to do something, and The Marvels was supposed to, well, fall off the charts. So let's see what exactly happened. So first up, let's talk about Napoleon, which I first found out about its box office take from Variety, who reports that the film has a $200 million budget, and across the entire world, it made $78.8 million. They're somehow claiming this is a huge box office win and that the film is a huge success, which doesn't make sense, as it only has a $20 million budget below The Marvels. Both have an equally expensive marketing campaign, so how did one film fail a couple weeks ago with 130, but this one's winning with 78? You tell me, I don't know. People in the comments definitely called them out, and then comments were deleted. But hey, that's it for number one. And Napoleon only made just shy of 35 million in the United States for its entire weekend. So again, we'll see how they spin this, or if they just walk back on it in the next couple days, but who really knows. Elsewhere, we ended up seeing Disney's Wish, which opens up about $50 million globally. That's at least what's expected, with 17.3 coming from international. Over on the horror side of things, we had Thanksgiving, which I watched last weekend and thoroughly enjoyed. That pulled in another decent 11.1 million over the course of the extended weekend and 7.1 million across 3 days. So again, not bad. The Marvels was not able to hold anything. On Friday, which I already covered, but it was greatly exaggerated, yes, The Marvels lost 1,000 theaters across the United States. Across 3 days, it made 6.4 million, and the 3-day weekend, it pulled in 9.2. An absolute far cry of what they want to see, and nowhere in the realm of where they want to be. So things are not looking good, but of course, I cover that in the other video related to Captain Marvel, so I won't talk about that anymore here. But overall, it was a weekend of, I would say, underperformance. I'm seeing a lot of people say that the weekend was great, but I don't know what they're looking at. Like, it's literally down weekend over weekend for the last couple weeks. Like, it's not holding. And again, there's a lot of think pieces on what's going on, but look, I'll make one by the end of the week. We'll talk about my think piece on it and why I'm going to prove that a lot of these grifters are just grifting. But you guys let me know, did you go see anything this weekend, and what was it? I went and saw Wish. Not as good as Elemental in my opinion, but nowhere near as bad as some of the reviews I've seen saying 2 out of 10.